Wait, we dropped 2 players. What? Where's my team going?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry I am late. I confused time zones here and thought that the match started in 30 more minutes, but welcome back to a Dash League Network presentation. I'm Quadio, and I'm here with Castle. What's up, Castle?
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
And we're here for the BSRK versus Limbo match right now. So we're about to get started. The maps are Launchpad and Waterways. Should be exciting. This is the second match for BSRK. Their league debut as a team. A lot of new rookies on that team. Their team is pretty much all rookies. Just a couple of vets. So it's really exciting to see what they've got to bring to this match. Limbo is a for fun team. A bunch of cool dudes. Personally love all of them. So psyched to see them back again. So gonna be a matchup. Gotta say, BSRK is favored to win. But Limbo's been playing in the offseason. They've got some tricks up their sleeves, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it's definitely going to be fun.
When you get a second, do you think you could stream on Discord? And then
Right, yep.
And then I will add my thoughts. I covered the BSRK versus Supernova, which actually ended up as a really surprising result. BSRK, well, I don't think we should... Can we spoil it? I think we could spoil it, right?
I don't know.
I'm gonna spoil it. Spoiler alert. BSRK absolutely dominated in their very first debut matchup against Limbo, and it was a stomp. It wasn't even close. So they have a lot riding on them for this match, and honestly, that was the match that was more contested. Supernova being regarded as the slightly higher skill than Limbo historically. So with how they've been doing, this could be an interesting match. I will say Limbo probably has the work cut out for them today.
Yeah, I definitely agree 100%. Alright, let's see. Now, for some reason, my spectator is not showing up on this thing right now. This is fun. Okay. So,
Lab issues. Looks like we've got lineups in. Well, let's go over them real quick. We've got Benji Leilu, and I still can't remember the name, but it's Vettel, and I saw Vune as well with Curvy Pirate. Curvy Pirate, I don't think was in the match against Supernova, and I've run up against Curvy Pirate quite a bit in pubs lately. Absolutely cracked. Excited to see what they bring to the table today. And on the flip side, for Limbo, we've got Hogrider 673. I want to say I recognize that name. Definitely seen them in pubs. Not sure if I've seen them compete yet. Kraken, name change, I believe. Captain of Limbo. A lot of name changes. Not Juice. The new name for me. Did Limbo get several new recruits?
They did, yeah. They picked up quite a few new players. So nice to see some new blood in on their team. Sorry, I can't do the little like card cam because they had B in the password, so I can't like maneuver the drone around.
Yep. And that's why you don't put a B in the password for the casts.
Yeah, so
Tyler. And then of course Towley, one of my favorite players ever.
For sure,
Absolutely hoot playing with Towley. I always love watching him compete, and good to see him today. And J-Reg, long-standing player with Limbo. I will say, it's honestly hard to say who has the more experience between the two teams, because Limbo's been around a couple seasons now, renamed or at least reformed under. Was it? I'm trying to remember the lore, but what was Limbo previously? Was it Obey?
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Okay, so previously Obey, reformed under the name Limbo. So these guys have a lot of experience under the belt. They haven't exactly been in the higher tiers. I don't know if they've ever been in Dasher tier, but with the experience, it's something that BSRK is definitely going to have to consider moving into this match.
Yeah, agreed. They've got some team chemistry. Here we go. So they're just messaging me angrily about why I'm not giving them the signal, but I just told them I can't give them the signal because they put a B in the password. So anyways, let's see. We got somebody on
Get this show on the road.
Yeah.
Leilu, Vune getting his clusters.
I'm liking the
Always
gun skins here. Let's see who else. What other weapons we got?
Yeah, they added a bunch. They had some skins, reformatted some stuff. I actually had to check that out. I've been meaning to, but we're gonna be seeing some new skins this season, most likely. Anyways, Vettel set up with gold rockets in the house. Gonna see he's gonna time it right and see if they can get the perfect time. Oh,
he
getting
just
some pop
barely
shots.
escapes with his
Oh.
life there.
Hanging on for dear life,
He
and I don't
needed
know
that
how
down.
he survived. I don't know how he
he gets the
survived, but
damage.
he's surviving.
Yeah. Good synergy with his teammates here who saved him, and he gets a double kill on the card.
Double frag.
Nice
Absolutely.
right there. Let's hope he can get a couple more and slow him down some more. Oh, he gets another one.
He's got
Oh,
a kill
Nachos
streak.
finally takes him out.
Kill streak under his belt. Oh man, but that was super lucky. He was lucky he didn't get one, but he managed to pick off 3.
I know, yeah.
View now set up with SMG, snipes, pop shot to take off Not Juice.
I mean, Limbo having trouble clearing them out here, but still getting some good cart movement. They're like maybe 1 or 2 seconds behind the pace, but they're really on track right here.
Yeah, still remaining cart focused, and you were right. Took them a while, but they did manage to clear the area, but not before getting set up. They didn't push up, so Berserk had plenty of time to regroup and get back to cart, and now we're seeing another household.
Now, I do have to say, when you double stack the cart like Limbo did just there, you have to have one person looking one way and the other person looking the other way, just so you don't both get taken out by someone coming from behind you, or the way you're not looking.
Wise knowledge, and it shows. Cart getting cleared, and now a deep and nasty hold early on in this launch pad.
Yup, double rocket set up here on the sight line. It's going to be hard to take them out. And, oh, but he's pushing up. Somehow he makes it work, but they take him out. That was a risk, man. He should have stayed at the end of the rail there. Got me. This cart clears.
Now we're trying to get some space, but getting taken out. And honestly, there's not really much Limbo can do. The pure aggression from Berserk right now is causing a lot of havoc to
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Berserk is mostly Dash tier level players. They're brand new, a lot of rookies, but they're all like very mechanically talented. So it was going to be a tough one going into it. Limbo's still fighting with his card focus. They're about 15, 30 seconds behind here.
Like that cart focus was really helped, even despite having all the troubles early on. Just getting on cart, still maintaining the pace they have, still within the realm of possibility for them.
Nice job flanking through. Tully's doing a good job, but his internet just kills him right there.
Oof, yeah, and I know a lot of people argue about flip booking being more beneficial for the person, but we see clearly not always the case.
Yeah, definitely not always. There's like a range of outcomes, a range of.
You gotta fine tune it, you know.
There's like a sweet spot where it's like good, and then there's like the kind where it's bad.
Absolutely. With Benji getting work done, clearing cart, and they're getting a nice kind of pre-checkpoint hold here. I like the spread and the angles Berserk have right now.
Yep, 2 minutes 53 seconds left. They are, Limbo is just barely getting around this corner. It's going to be a tough one. It's looking like Berserk is on track to get a nice pre-checkpoint hold here, which it makes me sad. I like to see teams get through checkpoint, especially my boys J Rech, Cowley.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do hold it at checkpoint. They held Supernova at checkpoint, which was very surprising. Not something you'd expect. And but Limbo's been cart consistent, so I mean anything could happen. It only takes just a couple team wipes, and damn, they could be across.
Yeah, I mean they got lucky with this group of Towley's internet again messing with him here. I guarantee you he'd have gotten at least 4 to 5 more kills, and they would have like 4 or 5 more percent. They'd be under that SMG bridge if it weren't for his internet freezing in the most inopportune moments. Nice group up here, pushing into the cart. One of them gets taken out.
Benji doing a decent job of trying to break up that group up, but Limbo's organization showing through, getting some cart movement from it.
Yep, they're fighting for their lives here, 1 minute and 50 seconds. It's not out of the question for them getting to the checkpoint, but it's definitely going to take some miracles for Limbo to make this checkpoint here. Oh, nice bounce shot here. Got laid low.
And honestly, Limbo is they're doing everything right. They got the group ups, they got the cart focus. Just need to get a couple more shots, win those 1v1s and make something happen. Sometimes a lot of teams, they just need a few minutes to get warmed up. Berserk they're already warm. They've already played a match today, you know?
I know, yeah.
And they've been in pubs since. All their players ready to go. Limbo coming in probably a little cold, so maybe gotta give them a little time.
I mean, this is the battle of the internet freezes here. View and Tally.
Really, it is.
Oh.
View and Tally. It all balances out, man.
Kirby
saw a
Pirate
big
here
push
with some
there.
nice kills. I think this is Kirby Pirate's debut league match here. We saw him in the zombie tournament. Definitely a really good player, strong mechanics. Top killing for his team right now.
Yeah, Kirby Pirates, especially in close to medium range, is where I've seen him excel in the past. And in Launchpad, that's crucial.
Yep, 35 seconds left. Nice pick on Juice here. Limbo has barely passed this SMG bridge.
And just look at that first shot accuracy. Like, that's, you can tell when someone actually has decent aim is when their first shots actually connect. I feel like Kirby Pirates, first shots, every single one of them is connecting.
10,
Might be having some internet issues of his own.
Oh, that's the good kind of internet. That's just stuttering.
4,
Group up from Limbo.
1.
3 players about to hit cart.
Oh, nice overtime trigger there, but not enough for the rockets and the shield, though.
Red
Yeah.
team wins.
And that's it. Wow. And that's a deep, deep hold from Berserk.
Yeah, 32%.
32%. Yeah. That's the kind of hold you would see from different tiers. So
Yeah.
Limbo will have their work cut out for them on the defense. It's possible if they can get, but they're probably going to need someone on cart the entire time.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we already know Berserk are extremely cart focused. They push cart like madmen. So this'll be interesting.
Oh, let's check out some of these weapons. They got SMGs up, rockets,
2,
shotguns.
1.
Ooh, a single shotgun too.
They're set
A
back.
single shotgun. Oh, you don't see that often.
Yeah.
Usually that's something you would do maybe later in the match, but starting out with a single shotgun. So like, yeah, get a pick on Kirby Pirate. Biding his time. And another double pick now on Benji. Look at survive and he gets it. Kill streak on Kirby Pirate. Second frag on him,
Well,
and he's getting work done.
Maybe that's why he chose to do the pistol and the shotgun combo, so he can have some more follow-up shots instead of being.
Yeah,
tied
is
down
this
to the-
a fifth on Vune? This guy is killing. This is a highlight kill streak going on right now.
I'd say so.
And he's-
Pretty clever. Yeah.
Oh, but he misses the health pickup and unfortunately goes down, but not before getting 5 frags. There's a big
Yeah.
thorn in Berserk's early push there.
It looks like the rest of Limo got pushed back. They got cleared out. He was the last one. It looks like he was doing a good job keeping some pressure on the cart. Hopefully Limbo can get back in here and not give them too much free movement here.
Speaking of cart, we had a deep double stack there for a while.
Yeah.
Metal doing
They're
some
making pretty
drone
good
work.
time. Yep. 17% with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. They're cruising to make this corner with some good time.
And they have a deep offensive hold here, not giving Limbo any access to the cart. And that cart is absolutely cracking right now. It's they're 30 seconds above pace. That's not something you see often.
Yup, and they still have like 4 to 5 in the area here. Kraken doing a good job getting here with the rockets, trying to clear them out and get some stoppage to make space for his team, but it just didn't work. Jay Resch here with some more internet issues. Man, everybody's internet is on the fritz today. This is crazy.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a server issue today.
I mean, you have to
I mean,
say
it
so
is
after you see
Sunday
so
evening.
many people. Yeah.
It is a Sunday evening, so I wouldn't be surprised. Lots of trades going on, but cart is still moving deep into the defensive line of Limbo, and oh man, absolutely wrecking right now. Vune going crazy, and yet still showing cart focus and getting out of the frag. Vune with a kill streak of his own.
Yep. Jay Resch trying to do the shield thing to slow him down, and he does slow them down, but not
And-
long enough. Just too many bullets on him right there.
And that's it. They have passed the previous line, and that is an immediate win for them. Now at this point, it's about getting to that 100%, getting their checkpoint and getting that 100,
Yep.
and they're still going.
Yeah, definitely. Limbo doing a good job trying to fight in here and slow them down as much as possible, but the accuracy from Berserk is just too much, too coordinated. Got too many people in here. They're through this checkpoint with 9 minutes left to go. This is like a record pace for a checkpoint. I don't know if you've seen one that was faster than that.
I believe Limbo can hold them.
You believe in Limbo?
It's a little delayed because they just got through a checkpoint. But welcome, Flash. Yeah, they're now post checkpoint, and they have cleared the area of Limbo players.
Yep.
And I mean, you still have to give kudos to Limbo. I mean, the way they were dashing onto cart, getting that focus, they got the shield. They were really trying their all. But you know, Berserk with a really good push there. Not much Limbo could have done in that situation.
I think
I mean,
Berserk
now they're
might
triple
have more
stacking
firepower.
here.
Berserk might have more firepower than Limbo here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the kills, you can totally see that. Kirby Pyro with 48 kills, which is about double the top kills on the other team.
Hey, Flash, do you have the commentator role? Real quick.
No.
Okay. Do you mind if we talk about that later? And we'll get you the commentator role later, but we're trying to stick with just 2 commentators. That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyways, back to the match. A deep triangle hold. That'll getting a lot of work done in triangle right now.
Yeah, I mean,
And
this
they're
card's
still-
at 70% with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. I mean, it would be a miracle if they didn't make 100%. I'm being honest.
Yeah, Cart's just rolling right now. Limbo is being held back greatly by Berserk.
Alright, let's see what J-Resh is doing. I can't tell because I can't see what anybody looks like on screen. I give up. We'll just watch that on Twitch. Layla, nice kills here. Cart's still moving.
And all the way now in alley too. They're not even focused on triangle. They're in Limbo's spawn.
I mean, look at how fast this dashing is. I would say these players are looking like top dasher players here. Benji running off the side of the cart. Look at that, using the cover. I feel like this is a team that's going to be making a strong statement in dasher tier this season.
Yeah, this might be low dasher tier right here.
I mean, just looking at this footage right here, they're looking like top dasher players here, honestly. I think they're gonna make a splash this season.
I mean, with 6 minutes left on the clock, already at about the 86%. This is the kind of push you would see between, yeah, something top dasher versus something
Right.
sprinter.
Exactly, yeah.
And it wouldn't be surprising because this is the assignment they got from just, you know, not much knowledge based off the team. They're new. They've got kind of a mishmash of people. Now, they have been scrimming a lot of dasher teams from what I've been hearing.
Absolutely, yeah. And they've been pulling off some good performance, some good wins, and some close losses that would be unexpected of them.
But a lot of this should be rectified in the next cycle when they get their MMR results.
Yeah, true. I always say I feel kind of, I don't know, ambivalent about Berserk because I know that they're going to be a super strong team and make contention in the dasher tier, but then being in the dasher tier means playing, you know, Envy and D and Acer.
Yeah, it's
Rematch
it's
is
kind of
probably
a
2 each for the whole team.
pros and cons. Probably a 2 to 3 encounters there. But hey, I mean, they probably would enjoy it a little bit more. I know being off, really just either being above or below the cycle, well, it's that you belong, being in a category that, you know, it's not your pace. It's not really enjoyable, in my opinion. So,
Yeah, no,
let's see how it goes,
totally
but
true. Oh,
back to the
Fury
match, they've pretty much had the most incredible push from an 86% to 97 where they were at. And that's a whole 10%, right around the bend, cruising practically non-stop.
Yep,
And-
one more group up and this is going to be 100%. I mean, they're going to hit it with like 4 minutes left. I am not sure we've seen anything this fast.
And with
before.
that double frag from Vune, sacrificing a life on cart. They're gonna cinch the win here. And with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock, that's gotta be some. I mean, I know that's the fastest time we've seen yet this season, but I wonder if that could be a potential.
I think the most time we've seen left at the end was like 3 minutes or something.
Is that a record? Like, I don't. Yeah,
so. I think it
that
was
might
like
potentially be a record.
Like EMU or something like that a couple seasons ago, but I don't think we've seen much more than 3 minutes.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was an actual record right there.
Yeah, I think
that's I don't even know what to make of that time because it's just a number I do not expect to see at the end of the result of a launch pad of all things. And another really interesting thing about Berserk is just how deep their lineup is too.
Right.
Even at the last match that they had 3 players drop immediately, and they substitute with other players, and still came up with a top lineup for their domination map.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about Berserk. Everybody on that team is good. Like, you just run down the names. Vune, Benji, Kirby Pirate, Mr. Y, as I shall call him from now on. Leilu, I mean, Jaded. It's just so many good players all stacked on that one team. Neep, of course, Spaghetti. I can't even, just a deep roster. Which is what you want.
But one thing I'm really wondering is, how do you pronounce Juice? Is that because there's no I in that name? Real quick, I know I've had issues with the Yvetel.
Yeah, I know. I want to say evil.
All right. After this match, if you're watching this, I need you to ping me in the Dash League Discord and straighten me out because I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I also don't know, is not Juice or not Juice? Actually, it is Juice. There's really not any other way to pronounce that, is there? Juice. Juice. Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyways, Meat coming back had an insane. He got into the 70s. I think it was like 74 to 30. It was a 2 KD pistol sniping. And one thing I really noted about him in the Waterway earlier was that he was staying a little bit too base dependent when he was pistol sniping.
Yep, he has to push it up a little. Yeah.
But he modified it. He really did. He started pushing up to B, and that's where they started getting some points. So hopefully we get to see some modification from him. And I mean, this is the debut day for him, and a lot of conversation being going on in the Discord about him, and for a good reason too. So I would like to see him on some of their maps, though. I know they probably have specific lineups.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a DM. Someone says, actually Ajax Water says that the launchpad record of all time remaining was 6 minutes and 54 seconds. D vs EMU Season 4 Cycle 2. I don't know where he got that stat from, but I mean, 6 minutes and 54 seconds, that's insane.
That's gotta be, yeah.
That's
and I know they had
basically the whole way.
That would, yeah, I was about to say that. I feel like at one point we actually sat on cart and just tested it out, but I don't remember the exact number, but it's got to be close to that.
Right,
I know they did have some stop points. They didn't have a stack the entire time. Limbo had, they had people on cart, they had cart clears, had team wipes actually. So that makes a little bit more sense. That being said, in general, even us, some of the most experienced players in the league right now, we are just not used to seeing numbers, even over like a minute. Yeah. Even getting to 100, you just don't see. You don't even. Exactly, you just don't see teams even getting to that 100% mark. And I guess as we head on later into the season, when MMR gets to be balanced and teams find the tiers they're in, we shouldn't be seeing as many of those. Oh, and here is a pronunciation. It's Yvetel. Yvetel. So, yeah, that's how you say it. And looks like they new player. Oh, they're bringing in Jaded. Everyone knows Jaded, Leclerc from last season.
Yep.
And Void. Name I don't think I've seen. Is that a rename or is that a new player?
Oh, yeah. He used to be named
Oh.
It's just the MC boy. I'm not sure
Got
if
it.
he played last season. I think he's a rookie. And then we
Yeah,
got-
I've recognized the name Joyous. And so, you know what? Let me look it up real quick.
We got Tyler in there, our boy Wick. Limbo rolling with the same 5.
Yeah, and Joyous did play last season. I knew I recognized that name. And they finished the season off with a 0.96 KD, which honestly is actually a really good KD for a debut season.
Now we see Limbo running with the same 5. Shoutouts to Hog Rider, rookie. I think these are his first matches for the season. And yeah, may the force be with Limbo for this one. We saw in the last map. Supernova did really well on the Waterway. They held it out. They 2-3, and it looked like they were going to win at a couple of points. So they really had a lot of pressure, but it wasn't enough. So hopefully Limbo can repeat that success that Supernova had, and maybe even overcome to win so we can see a control point. It would be totally fun.
Absolutely. And Joyous was on Thieves last season. That's what it was. Man, it is so hard to keep not only name changes straight, but like wherever everyone's what their lore is, you know, what teams they were on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joyous was on Thieves. Which, yeah. Leilu also saying they were on Thieves. A lot of starters from Thieves moving up through the ranks. And that's just part of a lot of top players' developments. You know, you gotta start somewhere. Gotta change teams sometimes. See just where the cards fall. Where the dice fall. Where the dice fall.
Now, to those from either team who are watching this stream, remember, I can't give you the signal, so I'm ready to go whenever you are. I literally just can't move the drone, so.
Because you need the... Can you push escape?
Let me see.
Escape, space, maybe. Usually when I get stuck, I push escape, spam. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know how I managed to do it. I just start spamming keys.
Oh, I won't even. Oh, I can do third person, but.
I'll send him a DM. Alright.
I triggered the spectator UI again. There we go.
Little spectator. Yeah, you've got both UIs up now. If there was any doubt who we're spectating right now, it's definitely Hog Rider.
Wait, it should be off now.
Oh, I'm watching the YouTube stream for a second.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was looking at the
yeah.
comment. No, it looks good now. Yeah. So it looks like both teams gearing up, getting ready to go. We're gonna get started here in a second.
Yep. So what do you
No,
predict? What do you guys predict?
Well, at the risk of sounding a little biased, I think it's gonna be very weighted towards Berserk. They're a little bit weaker on their domination, so if Limbo's gonna get an opportunity to take some MMR away or get a win from Berserk, it's gonna be on this map. That being said, starting off, there's already a drop from Limbo. They are playing at 4, and it's immediate power play, which at this point,
Now, yeah, Meep is pushed up.
they probably, this would have been the point where you started mark the match and restart it, because hopefully they've read the rules, but you shouldn't start with only 4 players. I'm not sure what's going on. Should be an opportunity to. Is there a time? And that's a button hold. Only Kraken alive, and first point in the first minute. In the first minute, it goes straight to Berserk.
Match starts in 3, 2,
Did they hit the time restriction or something? Is that what it was?
I'm not even sure. It looks like Towley, maybe his internet crashed.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if his internet crashed. I was having some connection issues earlier.
Yeah.
Blue takes B.
Hopefully, he's got to get back into here because, man, the team's struggling. They were already at a slight disadvantage just from in general, but losing a player, this is starting to look really bleak for them. And they still haven't even, and they just now got their own base
Red takes B.
as well.
So we got a fifth in. Dash Hole has jumped in and he's ready to get into the action. Let's check him out. Oh, I can't.
Red
I don't know
takes
which one he
B.
is.
With Dash getting in, 2 buttons now in control of Limbo. It looks like they're starting to get control of the map. Wretch with a nice tag, getting control of B here. Getting some long-range shots heading towards Berserk's side. He will go down to Void.
In 3, 2, counter.
Meep showing some aggression here, and I like to see it. And in Limbo's base, it's a countdown. Only Hog Rider, but Hog Rider with the clutch counter. Gonna save it for his team and gonna let his whole team respawn.
Blue team.
That being said, they are still very much in danger. Several Berserk players, and then it's a countdown. Another counter by J-Wretch, showing some fancy moves here, and that'll be enough to get him the survival. And but he goes down to a nice charge shot from Jaded.
Red takes C. Red team score countered.
And it looks like Limbo are having
Limbo putting up some pressure here. Love to see that. Good match. Alright. Yeah, good count. Alright, I'm cheering for Limbo. I hope they get at least 1 point.
You know, it would be great. Like if they could get, imagine being down a person and managing to come back and get a point on the counter. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
I want to see it. You got this, Limbo. And it looks like they're doing it immediately. You can see the presence of having Dash Hole has meant just more control over the map in general. And Berserk already having to kind of pull back that aggression in order to be at the risk of not giving up an early point. And they almost did there.
Blue takes B.
Top fragging in the map right now, Hog Rider, 14 and 10, carrying his team. And probably a big reason why they didn't get that second point during that power play.
Red takes
Yeah,
B.
gotta say, big ups to him going up against this tough lineup and holding his own, really.
Red takes B.
And speaking of holding, do you look at his gun hold? He's
It's the
practically hip
weirdest
firing.
it's the
Yeah,
weirdest
and
gun
yet-
hold ever.
He's still landing hits. Like that's crazy. I can't even imagine.
I swear the way he holds his gun makes it so hard for me to hit him like from the front. It's like I always hit his guns when I shoot at him for some reason.
And now it's different. Like his gun hold right now is even different than it was earlier. He just knows where his guns are. He just knows how to do it.
Shout out to Tyler at the top of the leaderboard for his team. Second scoring.
Showing that objective focus. Nice work.
Score countered.
And me going crazy. Being a huge menace in Limbo space right now. Oh, and man, they have got to get him out of there. He has them on the ropes. They can't even situate themselves on B because of these pop shots he's sending towards B. Button hold.
Oh,
He'll go
nice
down.
last second counter there.
Juice taking that frag.
Blue team scores in countered. Red takes B.
Void getting work done, but Kraken tells him no. Get out of our base. Tyler getting the frag on J-Ratch, almost giving it up there. Great countdown, another countdown. Oh, and only seconds left, and it looks like one of the Limbo players missed the button. No.
That is so unfortunate.
Oh, that was the most unfortunate. They had that button, and you know what? I don't know what happened. It might have been drift. They might have just missed the button because of the new
drift is
mutator,
real.
maybe.
Yep.
But yeah. I would
gotta
say that was.
Yeah, I love the standardized fight to an extent, but I also don't love the fact that like literally no lobbies have the standardized height. I feel like it should just be the same
Yeah.
for everything.
I feel like it should have been something put in the game. And you know what? I've been using it a lot because honestly, I mean, it's a long time coming, you know. And I'm a shorter player too, so it's been a little bit of adjustment for me, especially with button. But you know, I have no complaints, except that it isn't widely implemented across the game.
Takes B.
Oh, Limbo with a couple of counters here. Yeah, I mean, for me as a taller person, it like fights to make me taller. I can feel it like my height in real life is arguing with the game's height.
Blue takes
Breaking the
B.
game, Claude.
Yeah.
Blue team scores. Countered.
Yeah, I call hacks. Genetic hacks over here.
Yep.
Blue takes
We got
B.
Dash Hole setting up, doing some base defense, not letting any Berserk players get in. He's gonna fight. And he got those gold pistols too. You don't see a lot of people rock the gold pistols. Be proud of that accomplishment, man.
Yeah, I
Go.
think now that the new skins are out, the gold skins are a little, I don't know, outdated. They're very 2022, you know?
Yeah. But, yeah.
Red takes C. Red
It's actually,
team
yeah, it's more rare.
scores.
It's kind of like, brief countdown by Limbo, putting Berserk on the ropes for a moment there. And Berserk need to be really careful. For a team as experienced as Limbo, you cannot give them an ounce of room.
Exactly, yep. All it takes is one lucky wipe or one, you know,
Red takes
4 kill,
A.
and then that could be a point. Someone stuck in the basement.
But speaking of experience, it's actually their newer player, Hog Rider, 23-19, and being his own version of insane in Limbo's base, or in Berserk's base. Yeah, and that's the single reason why they have not made any progress recently. Because, oh, Hog Rider going crazy, finally getting tagged by Tyler. And not a moment too soon, but not before the damage was done.
Red takes B.
Now I gotta say, if I were Berserk, I would be freaking out a little bit because I would want as much MMR as possible. And this is going on past 7 minutes. I'd want that 3rd point.
Red takes B. Blue takes
Yeah,
B.
I mean, if you don't get that timer down just within the first 10 minutes, that's a huge MMR hit.
It is, yeah.
Blue team countered.
But this is, I feel like they have a new lineup every single time
Blue
they
team
play,
countered.
which you gotta commend them. It's hard to play with different lineups all the time, even being a new team like they are.
B.
Yeah.
Blue takes B. Blue team scores in for the counter.
Hog Rider clearing the base for Limbo. Push out, top dash. Ooh, and I like that dash approach. Did you see how he like dropped down and dashed towards the middle? That's an advanced dash technique. It's gonna save on dash later on. I'm really impressed. That's something I learned on Arc, and that's not something I ever see, really.
Blue team scores.
We're seeing some advanced moves from Hog Rider. Not Juice doing a long-range battle. It's Berserk's base. He's trying to clear the area. Gonna take down Tyler, but Boyd will trade him out. Or Kraken will
Red
trade out.
takes B.
Not sure what happened there.
Blue takes B.
Kraken looking to
Blue
push
team
in.
scores. Countered.
Ooh, Limbo count.
Red takes
Berserk
B.
countdown.
Blue
Easily
team
countered by
scores
Dash Hole.
in 3.
And another countdown for Berserk. And
Blue
countered
team
once again.
scores in
Juice now
the
taking the
counter.
counter.
Limbo finally getting the base clear, but not for too long.
Red team countered.
Oh, nice countdown.
Red team countered. Blue takes C.
And I think we might see it. I think this gameplay's a little bit stalled right now. The team's trying to decide where they want to go. It's at this phase of the map where it's just pure confusion and chaos. Trying to determine where your teammates are, trying to determine. Oh, Dash Hole! We were talking about this earlier. The water is the biggest killer on this map.
For real, the water and the payloads have insane
Oh,
KDs.
yes. We talk about the top players all the time, always arguing, but really, we gotta give it up. Gotta give an applause for just how many deaths have been attributed to those.
Blue takes C.
Kraken setting up in Berserk's base. Oh, but he missed a couple of his first shots. Get taken down. Yvettle pistol sniping with a really wide gun hold.
Red takes B.
This is the gun hold. We mentioned Hog Rider earlier, and he takes out Hog Rider, the person also using that really low, wide gun hold.
Yeah, I mean, I think depending on the headset, my gun hold is different. I think on certain headsets, the wider gun hold makes it easier to see the bullet space in relation to controller to shape.
You know what? That makes sense, especially on Quest. You know, with that internal tracking.
Right. Yeah. I feel
That
like,
would make sense. Yeah.
Oh, we got
Countdown.
countdown here.
3 Limbo alive.
Oh, insane counter there.
Scores in 3. Counter.
Yeah,
I can try to
countdown.
make it to be. We can take it on that rail.
Limbo have been really good about countering like the majority of this match,
Scores in 3. Countered.
and that just goes with experience. You can tell an experienced team by team that's able to get those clutch counters, and Limbo are doing work here. Hanging on.
Red team.
Oh, but missing the button a few times. This reminds me of a similar point where they gave up that second point because they missed that button on the sprint strafing.
1.
Oh,
That's a
and it's
wipe.
team wipe. Yeah, all right. Well, that is a 3-0, and the win will go to Berserk.
Yeah, shout out to Hogrider, tops killing and top scoring for his team. Debut matches here, 37 kills, 34 deaths, 10,506 points, but certainly not enough to overcome Berserk on the opposite side. Meep pulling it out again, 48 kills, 21 deaths, top killing for the entire map and for his team, and not far behind him, Void with 44 kills and 29 deaths. Great showing by Berserk here, very strong doubleheader this weekend. And we're going to be seeing them in the Dasher tier next cycle for sure.
Absolutely. There should be no doubt how MMR will be calculated and what rank they'll be positioned. But yeah, really big props to Hogrider and Meat really standing out from the pack, pushing the buttons especially. Love to see objective focus.
Yep.
And especially for Meep. I know Meep's already gotten a ton of talk about him, but he did not play a bunch of objective last time. He flipped the switch on that on this match today, and not only getting the frags but also showing that he could play objective. So kudos to him for his debut day.
Yeah, definitely. Big ups to him. He definitely is a really incredibly strong player. He scrimmed with us. He scrimmed with Envy, and he was pulling weight with the rest of us in that scrim. And it was like, wow, it was like he was already on our team. In that
Oh yeah, I remember pubbing with me back in the day. It's
Yeah.
like, who is this alias? You know, this guy isn't. There's no way this guy is just a pub player.
Yeah, but he's not an alias. He actually is he's a real player. We've heard him talk. He's spoken. When he scrimmed with us, he spoke, and with Berserk, he speaks. He's just a chill dude.
All right, and it looks like things are wrapping up here between the teams. The final game. Congratulations, talking things over. It looked like for a second they were gonna do another map, you know, just for fun, but some players leave the lobby.
Yeah, let's see if anyone's coming to join me. I told them to
Oh yeah,
come and join the
it
group.
should.
It doesn't
We need to do those interviews more. We need to like make that announcement. Here, I'll do that after this. But those post-match interviews need to get started. I love those.
Oh yeah, I specifically talked to people and told them to come join the booth afterwards. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame Berserk. They've kind of had a long day. You know, probably at this point battery's low or tired and just want to finish things up.
Match starts in 3,
Anyways, I think
1.
anything else you want to add, or do you want to wait a little longer for see if anyone hops in?
yeah, I'll give them like another minute or
Red
two.
takes hay.
All right,
Look at this pumpkin head here.
playing with a few mutators on the new volcano map. What do you think of the new volcano map?
I mean, I don't like it that much. I don't.
Yeah, the first word I could tell from the tone. Oh, what is this?
It's
Jaded
got a
trying
lot
to-
of it's got a lot of corners. It doesn't really have any sight
Whoa.
lines. So, what's up, man?
Yo,
How
is
are
that
you?
audio?
What's up? My apologies for the delay. I really got the times mixed up. But
No, terrible on your part.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys did
what the
amazing
heck?
today. Definitely great debut.
Yep,
cycle
now the
for
rest
you
of the
guys.
team isn't going to get play time because everybody wants to play top lineup. And even in a sprint to tier match, bro, they wanted to play fucking Meep, Spaghetti, Runaway, Benji, Lilu. I was like, I want to give people play time. They don't want to play super good lineups.
Yeah, I mean that's
No.
that's definitely the trouble if you have a team with 12 people who want to play the game, you know?
And especially with a team that's as competitive as you guys are turning out to be. You got to find the balance somewhere. But heading on into Dasher, I guess those arguments are going to be even more prominent later on.
And don't feel bad about that. All teams go through arguments, especially about playtime.
How did today's match go? How did?
We did extremely well. Lilu's big ego was like, I want a game match. I want a game match. I want to play Launchpad. So, lots of egos needed to be stroked, and some people didn't get to play. I mean, Sugar was dropping Waterways second in Supernova, and like we had to make a split decision whether we wanted to lose the game, try to play him, or to sub him out. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a player who drops more than once, you can swap.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like, he's been super anxious to play and wanted to play so much, and so he wanted to play, and he finally quote unquote fixed his internet, but then his internet was shit. And so I was like, captain's decision: if you drop again, we have to play somebody else.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to lay down the law.
Yeah, I mean that cost you a point, at least one, right? And dropped right when they
did.
Scored.
Yeah, and then we got Spaghetti back in. We won. Super close on the Supernova game. A lot closer than I'd like it to be.
Oh yeah, that was a really good match. I remember watching that. You guys put in a full amount of effort.
Yeah, it was actually pretty exciting. I think that's one of the most hype matches, like, period. That's why I like the Sprinter tier and Walker tier matches better anyways, but lots of surprises every time. If I'm being honest.
Our team doesn't have any surprising, like, oh shit, he's got rockets. It's just one player pursuing a specific role. It's no like, oh shit, he's got nail guns, or he's got rockets. It's just common shit. Waterways on rockets, Spaghetti's on rockets. Nobody's got anything interesting.
So, are you guys excited about going to Dasher tier? Where do you think you guys are gonna land? How do you think you're gonna fare against the top Dasher teams?
Well, I mean, I'm not excited. I mean, I'm excited to be up there. Nobody's gonna get playtime. They're gonna want to play specifically all the top tier people. And so I don't think I'll get playtime, which kind of cringe, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We'll see what happens. I mean, you never know. Once school starts, everything changes. Somebody fails, somebody gets grounded, somebody's headset breaks. It's like definitely a balance. You don't want 12 people on a team per se that like to play the game all the time, because then you have the fights. But then if you stick with like 7, right, you run into the risk that after roster lock somebody can't play anymore. And
yeah, and ZT sitting at 7 people specifically, and if I'm saying it will happen, but if somebody drops to a 7, they can steal from ZT, and ZT will have to scramble for that people.
I think ZT is going to be fine, because ZT is mostly adults who have
so if for some reason a team goes below 7, they can go steal from another team. They can go poach somebody. They can legally go out, be like, hey, look, we need you on our team. We need to play you. And they'll have to transfer, no matter what. That's what it said in the rules.
Wow, no, that's interesting.
Yeah. ZT can go down below 6, and the minimum is 6, or the minimum 7. If they go below that, I think they forfeit or something. I don't know what the rule on that is, but
yeah, it's just tough to schedule with a team that has only like 6 players, because you never lived until you like try to schedule with the team. You're like, when can you play? And they're like, we can play on the first week of the cycle on Friday between 6 and 8 p.m. Eastern.
yeah.
And you're just like, good talk. there's really only been 2 teams like that. But anyways, thanks for joining the booth. I'm super excited. Congrats on your first cycle with this new team. And
Yeah, getting
Yeah,
both
it's
matches
only
done.
cycle, but thank you.
all right.
I'm salty. That's it.
All right, well, we'll be following Berserk with a lot of anticipation.
For sure.
So-
Definitely, you'll see more of us. Don't worry.